What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tommy Bites TV and Life. So, how bad does it really have to get before some people realize, hey, we need to be a little concerned about this and start doing something to help ourselves, down the road because ain't nobody gonna really be there to help you. Is there going to be, aid for those in need? And things got to be real bad for this place to actually close down a shelter. So the Salvation Army of Gaston and Lincoln counties, and that's in North Carolina, is closing its emergency homeless shelters and will instead focus on efforts for new homelessness prevention program. Before we go any further, take a moment, hit that like button, share the video out, leave comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we would love for you to become a part of Tommy Bites TV and Life. So let's jump right back in. This is supposed to be like a transition slowly into what they are doing, but times are really hard for a lot of people. The last day the Salvation Army will accept new shelter residents will be July 15th. And the last day to provide emergency shelter for the remaining residents will be August 31st. So those days are coming up really fast. During this time, shelter staff will work with residents to develop transition plans and explore housing options, they said in a press release. But if it was easy for people to find a place, I don't think they would be at the shelter. So I don't know what these people are going to do and how much worse can it possibly get. This facility is located at 107 South Broad Street. Gastonia will continue offering the drive-through food pantry, case management, emergency financial assistance, and clothing closet programs. The director of the Gateway, Gaston, said that the closure of the shelter will make it harder for homeless people, especially families, to find shelter. Exactly what I just said. It is going to be very hard, no matter how many programs you have to maybe assist. Those places that may be out there are going to be filled so fast. And I have to ask, how many are filled with migrants? They go on to state that the immediate impact is that we lose 65 potential crisis beds every night, 4 family rooms included in that. So 65 potential crisis beds every night, 4 family rooms included in that. So families continue to find it harder and harder to find a place. There are no other options in Gaston except some by application programs, primarily for women or women and children, but not necessarily women, men, and children. You see what I'm saying? We're going to see more people on the street without a doubt. And I believe that is what is going to happen. We're going to start not just seeing individuals on street corners with signs saying, please help me, I work for food or whatever it says. You're going to see actual families on these corners needing help. Gaston County has no other homeless shelter, which will force those who work with homeless people to send them to Charlotte or Lincolnton, North Carolina, if they can even get there, because what is transportation? Not everybody who's homeless has a vehicle. So there's that. Now, mind you, if you have transportation, getting from Gastonia to Lincolnton would not be that bad. But if you don't have transportation, they're saying getting to Lincolnton from Gastonia is almost equivalent to people getting from North Carolina to Texas. So for most unhoused people, it is not an option. He said that he hopes the shelter's closures make elected leaders more aware of the crisis. I hope this brings the awareness of the problem to fuller attention, and I hope that our leadership, our elected, our city managers, our county managers, our faith community leaders, our nonprofit leaders will finally band together and do something that makes good sense here. Let's help the people. Let's get a proper shelter for overnight and day for this community. We're too big of a community. We're too good of a community. We are and should be too good of a people to allow this to happen. He also says it is embarrassing and shameful that this is happening in our country. And I totally agree. Y'all can let me know down below how you feel about this situation, because yes, this is happening in North Carolina, but guess what? This is happening all across the United States. And we know where it is leading. So the decision to close the Salvation Army shelter and transition to a homelessness prevention program was driven by the organization's volunteer-led advisory board and informed by a study conducted in 2023, which found that the emergency shelter program is not the most cost effective. The emergency shelter has been needed for 20 years. They've had this for 20 years of service, but they have acknowledged that solutions have changed and evolved over the past 2 decades. We firmly believe that shifting from an emergency shelter program to a homelessness prevention initiative will be pivotal in addressing homelessness in our community and doing the most good. But in the midst of them addressing that and coming up with this plan, to say it's addressing homelessness, it's actually creating more homelessness in the process, because a lot of those families and individuals will not have shelter. They will be out on the streets. So again, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I try not to get so emotionally invested in a lot of these stories because it is very overwhelming at times. But when I see stuff that is happening and you know that there is a way that it cannot happen, you can have funds feed into that program, but where are our US dollars? Even though a lot say they aren't really worth much lately, where are those dollars going? And we all know where they are going. They're going to help other people in other countries. So I look forward to seeing your comments. Y'all take care. Stay safe. I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, go out and spread God's love. And the best way to do that is to love yourself, because how will you know how to give and receive love if you're not first loving yourself? Peace, love, and light. Thanks for being here on Tommy Bites TV and life. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and double check to make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because we know YouTube. We know what y'all doing. We know y'all don't want this news out for people, so you're not really sharing the video out. So y'all make sure y'all liking that video up and forcing them to get these videos out to people. See you in the next video. I'll call you.
I've been giving you the worst.